Hello and happy Sunday, Pinup Miami here. And today, as you see, I'm in my caftan, got my reading glasses on. I thought we'd throw it back to an older video that I've done before that we but we sat together and watched a 1950s hair tutorial. So a lot of you might not know, but I need glasses to read. So we're gonna see. I know Margaret pointed out once in the chat that like I squint when I read your comments. It's because I actually need glasses. And so today I'm not hiding it. But let's chill back together and go over this makeup and hair routine from the 1950s and let's see if we can learn some new things or be like, good thing we don't do those anymore. If you don't know, my name is Pinup Miami. I live in South Florida. I love empowering women with my love of vintage and rockabilly. And every Sunday at 5 o'clock here on the ROCKABILLAQUE Facebook page or on the ROCKABILLAQUE Facebook page or the Pinup Miami YouTube page, I like to come at you live, answer any questions you have, and show you something. So today I thought, let's just watch this. So I came across this video that was sent to me. Well, did I come across it? No. One of the viewers sent to me. It's a makeup and hair routine. So let's see here. Does it have audio? All right, that's a long intro. One moment here. All right.
Makeup's a study in itself. You'll want not only to know how, but when to use it. For instance, you wouldn't anymore go to school wearing mascara and eyeshadow and penciled eyebrows than you would go to school wearing an evening gown.
Well, I mean, you could go to school with a gown. I'm just saying.
But when you use makeup, use it as an expert. Consider first a foundation. Foundations are bases which go on over throat and face to add a texture and color tone.
I'm going to pause right here because I think it's hilarious that it says throat and face. So it says throat first. Interesting note.
Whatever the type of foundation, smooth it into the skin. Blend and keep blending till the foundation's completely unnoticeable.
I like how the man is telling her, you see him in the background saying like, no, do this, go here. And as you see, there's no brush or beauty blender. You know, the fingers, and I've said it before in my videos, fingers are like the best way. You don't use a lot of product. It doesn't soak it in. And then the heat from your skin really helps like bring that foundation onto your skin.
To choose the right color, study yourself. Your total coloring is strictly your own. Experiment to find the right foundation color. If your skin tends to be sallow, try a foundation with some pink in it. For a skin that tends to have too much color, use a light foundation to take away some of the color. But whatever you do, don't use your foundation as a thick mask. No matter how thickly you put it on, you can't hide a badly cleansed, broken out skin. And a thick foundation emphasizes wrinkles, makes for an unattractive, unreal look. Put on lightly, blend, and keep on blending.
See, blend, blend, blend.
Foundation then, only for the lightest color veil, used over a basically fine skin.
I love this music.
Now to the question of rouge. Rouge is a tint, not a paint. Used lightly, blend it on and slightly below the bone under your eye. Again, blend and keep blending upward and you add sparkle.
Now, I think this is something that hasn't changed. It's the positioning, you know, right here. You notice this lady right here is just putting out there, and they're not using like this finger. They're using their middle. I usually use like my ring finger because it's like the softest and it helps blend. Or you can use a beauty blender and blend, blend, blend.
Rouge unblended into the skin, used heavily, makes you look older.
Now, I feel like her hair thing, if you take a look here, I don't know if you see my mouse or not, but I feel like she's cutting through her face. So when she takes off her hair wrap, it's going to show like this line.
Like all makeup, if it's noticeable, it's badly used. This is true, too, of accenting eyebrow color.
Your happiness and health depend on a good night's sleep.
Commercials.
So never draw a single heavy line. Just accent the natural look. Gently, lightly sketch out the line of each hair in the direction in which the hair grows, beginning the line parallel with the corner of the eye, blending at the end of the brow. Don't let the end of the line droop. You'll look as if your whole face is drooping.
No drooping. But first, but what's interesting is in the 90s, or like, well, I guess it goes in fads. Fashion comes and goes. Because in the 1920s, people used to just draw on these thin lines, give it that exaggerated eyebrow. And then you go to the 90s when people plucked their eyebrows super thin and just wanted lines. And even with the tattoo and permanent makeup tattooing, if you notice the older tattooing, it was just like filling in. And now if you look at like tattooed eyebrows now, it's exactly like this gentleman doing in the video, small hair strokes. That's why microblading is like a blade that cuts little hairlines. Even though I do not recommend, because it does bleed out. You're literally just slicing your skin. If you decide to get an eyebrow tattoo, just get it with a needle. I mean, a tattoo needle, but with hair stroke styles to make it natural. I used to do social media for a tattoo company.
Now brush the hair up with a dry brush. And then taking a small comb, barely to...
See, this is a great example, and I see somebody who pointed it out, is that you don't need to have the normal hair tools that we nowadays think, we need this like makeup set and stuff. Look, this guy's using a comb to comb the eyebrows because it is hair. Okay, imagine men use this too. So you don't need to have the traditional things in your stock to create the look that you want.
Turn down the tips of the hair. You'll have a beautiful clean line.
Why does she look like a nun?
For the right occasion, eyeshadow is also an aid to eye beauty. Choose a color that brings out your own eye color. Blue for blue eyes. Using just a bit of the shadow on your finger, begin tracing a line as close to the lid edge as possible. Here green is used for hazel eye. Start halfway across the lid. This makes the eye look larger. Now blend and blend until it's absolutely unnoticeable, right up and out toward the hairline. Keep blending.
And notice how she's using her ring finger. Again, because that's the finger, if you like play with yourself and like press on your skin, that's the one that you have the least pressure on. So that way she can easily blend it, which I think is super interesting. But they don't specify brown eyes.
The clean look with mascara depends first of all on your not using too much. Used too thickly, the effect is hard, vulgarizing. Remember, mascara is not for everyone at all times. Use tastefully, use sparingly. White brush almost dry. Then apply just on the top lashes only. Brush each lash individually. Now take dry brush. Again, brush each lash separately.
See, I love this technique because nowadays, like, people just put mascara in layers. Again, it goes in and out of fad. Yeah, like you said, like, I don't want spiders on my eyelashes. You know, that effect you get when you put too many layers on top. But that's why you go in with a dry brush. I haven't tried it with a dry brush. Maybe they mean a spoolie. So yeah, with a spoolie or those metal combs that you've seen, like you could just comb it out and not make it clumpy. Unless you're going for that clumpy look, then that's another thing.
All but just a touch of color is brushed on.
And no offense, she has too many eyelashes. Like, I think they're extensions.
The beauty of the eye is what you see, not the makeup.
The beauty of the eye is what you see, not
The use of lipstick is one of the greatest tests of your artistry and good.
And honestly, they did not do any eyeliner, so this must be like a everyday kind of work look from the 1950s tutorial. I'm guessing.
Taste in using makeup. For the cleanest, most natural line, use a brush. A little patience and a little practice and you'll be an expert. Fill the brush with color. As always, you can check color by effect. Do you notice the lips themselves? Or do you say, that's a lovely woman? Trace a clean...
I mean, it depends. Like, if you see a girl with these beautiful lip colors, I think most girls will say, oh my God, that's a beautiful color. Not, oh my God, that's such a beautiful woman. But I see the point here.
Unexaggerated lines being as close to the natural line as possible. If lips are too thin, fill right out to the uttermost edge of the line.
Get those gorgeous
if too full,
lips.
Stop within the line. Brush in lipstick, filling the line right out to the corner.
I mean, is too full a good bad thing?
Now this is important. Blot off all excess for the smooth, natural look. Unblotted lipsticks are pasty looking. And study the impression
Okay,
left
that
on the
was
tissue
a
to check the
perfect
shaping
imprint.
of the lips. Now for powder.
Okay, I just love how I said study your imprint after you put your lipstick on, but it doesn't give you a reason why. I'm just saying. If you know, let me know in the comments.
Take a clean piece of cotton. Cotton's best because it fluffs powder on. Doesn't leave a heavy, flat surface. Use fresh each time for absolute cleanliness.
AKA baking.
Fluff on powder for a softening effect. And then brush and brush off. Then for a final professional touch, take a sponge, dampen it only slightly, and pat all over your makeup.
Now this is interesting. Take a wet sponge, but dampen it. So it'll be just, you know, wet. And then put it over your makeup. I could think of a modern alternative for this, which I've seen and I tried a while ago, and it does work, is if you get your beauty blender and then spray it with your setting spray and just like make sure it's moist, just like the sponge in this video, and then pat it over your makeup. It really helps set and give that hydrating look on your face. I mean, I wouldn't be going like
Create
that.
a professional logo.
Now, I wouldn't be like going across the face like that. I just pat it in because I feel like that makeup would move.
The beauty of natural health.
She look good. They all look the same.
No matter how perfect the rest of your appearance is, the effect will be spoiled if your hair isn't radiantly clean, alive. As in skincare, the two most important factors for...
We went from tropical tiki music for the makeup to now this like Hollywood, like glam makeup sound.
Scalp health are cleanliness and circulation. Hair, the roots of the hair, are as living as body and face skin. Blood must be kept circulating through them,
Look at that
particularly through the
rotation.
roots, the scalp. If the scalp isn't kept clean, stimulated, hair can't be beautiful. To keep your scalp healthy, every single day brush and keep brushing. Not just your hair, but your scalp. Get that blood up in your scalp. Push the dirt off. 50 to 100 strokes.
Now, who has nowadays enough time to brush their hair up 50 to 100 times? Not I. Plus, this is bad. That's why we don't do it till now, because that causes breakage. And if you keep brushing and friction, and I mean, you could brush it out when you're styling your hair, but to brush it every day 50 to 100 times, not good.
Brush from the back of the neck to the hair end. Then the hair will shine. Start brushing with clean brushes. Brush hair out of doors if you can. Brush it dry after washing if possible. Brushing brings out the natural...
She is going in. I like it. She's like, pew, pew, pew.
oil. And it doesn't take greater elasticity, a true vital look which makes any wave more beautiful. Be sure to brush around the base of the neck and to the ends of the hair.
I don't know if it's just me, but I love watching like the brushing out of these hairstyles. It's just so satisfying.
To get the best effect from brushing, bend your head down so that you get a flow of blood into the scalp. Brush with full strokes right to the ends of the hair. Upward and outward. Feel the blood tingling in your scalp. Your hair has taken on a shining new beauty. Hairstyle must suit you. As in makeup, start by studying you. Here the line is too severe. It should be...
That's how I look like in the morning trying to decide my hairstyle. So look at her face. She's like,
softened, thus softening the whole appearance.
Was her hair flat or something?
No masses of curls. No dragging of hair around the neck. The important thing is line, not curl.
That's cute.
Simplicity is the greatest beauty.
Now, but
when you use makeup, use it as an expert.
Hold on. I want to see.
Consider first a foundation. Foundations are bases which go on
right here.
Too severe.
Doesn't it look like she has a hairpiece in the back?
Softening the whole
look like
appearance.
her own hair.
No masses of curls. No dragging of hair around the neck. The important thing is line, not curl. Simplicity is the greatest beauty.
This? I don't know. That means she has a really
set
like
in the way
shag
that
haircut.
fits your face and activity. Here, the hair is a shapeless bush.
Whoa! If she thinks this is a shapeless bush, yeah.
It is pulled simply back from the face, giving a simple, youthful look.
It still looks like a bush. Just kidding.
Hair can be used too to reshape the line of the face. Because this
Those are some little bangs.
A softening bang which also shortens the face length is used.
That Audrey Hepburn bang.
And there you have a simple hairdress. So simple you can take...
I honestly think it takes skills to have short bangs like that. Like when I used to work in a salon and people wanted that Audrey Hepburn bang, like you just have to have like a certain je ne sais quoi to like make it work. Like this lady's making it work.
Care of it at home. A hairdress that brings out all the best lines of your face.
But then you have to style it. Like all the time. So that was interesting. Like we have learned. Oh, let me stop sharing here. So basically styles have this seems like an easy to go makeup tutorial for every day with some changes that we have modernized it with, but it still holds the test of time. Maybe not the hair part, because let me know in the comments, do you find yourself combing your hair 50 to 100 times a day? I remember when I was younger they said to do that, but I've learned that it is not correct to have your hair brushed because it does cause breakage to your hair. But I'm not a professional hairstylist. So if you're a hairstylist, let me know. All right, guys, I wanted to say thank you so much for joining me today. Next weekend is going to be a requested video, which is posing. So make sure to tune in because you could ask questions. I'm going to give you tips on how to pose, different go-to poses I have, and ones I would give you in different situations. So, yeah. Thank you all, and I will see you on next Sunday.